Good evening. How are we all doing? Okay. I'll have a think about what I've been up to this week, really, which is probably a struggle for my old brain cells. But I've been doing a little bit of coaching for driver metrics, and that's been going well. We're getting busier with that, and our trainers are getting busier with that, so that's excellent. So we're supplying plenty of work for that. Hi Di, hello Suzanne, hello Steve. I could invite you in, Suzanne, but I won't. I know what happened last time. Evening Jay, Sandy, how you doing? All the way from Australia. Yeah. Hello Jay. Richard, good evening. I'll let a few more join in. I can't see what it says, Susie, sorry. Alan's in. Hello, Sarah. I'll try to remember to... we'll do a question time for the last 5 minutes tonight, if I remember. But I'm sure all responsibility is on Sarah. Richard's in. Jim Cole. Jim Cole, you're an arsehole, mate. But I love you still. Hello, hun. Hello, Sandy. You're right. Ian's in. Harry William Deblin's in the house. Simon, there you go, Faye. Oh, going out with Tony on Friday. Only over the barn for one after work, if you fancy it. Yeah, hi, ha, ha, Sarah Everett Skinner. Harry, James, Martin, Lee. Oh, they're coming in thick and fast. Evening, Mark. Claire. So how are we doing? Ronnie's in. Can't wait for December. You're looking tanned already. Well, I can't wait to go to Australia either, Sandy. I'm gagging to go. But hello, Mike. Okay, let's make a start. I just want to talk about. I mean, I've called it an insight into coaching, and doing coaching in a 10-minute chat on Facebook Live was a little bit of a challenge. So I'm going to give an outline of what I think does for people and how it benefits people. So we'll start really with what we use it for. Coaching initially helps people to clarify their goals, work out what they want. Hi Carolina, Nathan, and through that, what you can do is it will help them schedule their actions. Now you can use all this stuff on yourself as well, and the great thing about coaching is it's effective. It works. It gets to the nitty gritty, but there has to be a willingness. What it does is it helps people succeed more readily at work and also in life. Paul Clayson, how you doing? I was chatting to Amanda Clayson only the other day. Coaching just helps people learn and perform better. It enhances their awareness of themselves and what's going on around them. And it builds responsibility, self-confidence and reliance in what they do. So they start to believe in themselves. It works with their strengths. And this is what coaching does. Now, the thing is, it's not like a magic bullet where you go, oh, I'm a coach. Here we go. Everything's hunky-dory, I must be coaching. Learning to coach really, really takes time. And it's not easy. Because I know that most of the trainers that I work with, evening Kev, most of the trainers that I work with who have become excellent coaches were on a journey. And even now, I imagine part of that journey, they still revert back to what I would call instructor-led techniques. Good evening, Shirley. And that's what makes coaching difficult, because we've been doing things one way for a long time. And then being able to coach, and people say, well, it's just asking questions. I wish it was as easy as that. It's really getting underneath the skin of the learner, having that empathy, walking in their shoes. That's how you coach. And so the heart of coaching is about empowering people, and you as the coach facilitating their learning, and then they can self-direct their own learning. Hello, Steve. And of course, this gives them personal growth, yeah, and improved performance. This is why us as ADIs should really be embracing coaching. You know, we've called it client-centered learning, which works, but deep down, it's just all wrapped up in coaching. And I know there'll be advocates for like instructor-led stuff. I've never asked anyone to throw the baby out with the bathwater. That would be ridiculous. We still need coaching. Okay, Harry says asking questions is just Q&A. That's not coaching at all. Well, it's one of the coaching tools, Harry. But yeah, you're right. It's not just coaching. And the thing is, you see, the thing about coaching is that there's a deeper level. Hi, Graham. Not as sunny. Where's this? Sands, Cornwall. Okay. Well, it's been sunny in Ashford today. I tell you, mate, you should have been here. It's been gorgeous. Evening, Richard. So what it does, what coaching also does, and I've noticed this with people who've come on the BTEC Level 4, Professional Award in Coaching for Driver Development with Tri-Coaching Partnership, is that some of them have been able to discover themselves, who they really are, and it's been a wonderful and life-changing experience. But it does take time. You don't just wake up in the morning and go, hey, I've been on a course, I'm a coach. Yeah. You have to put it in practice. Oh, Carol Morley's in. All them love hearts. Oh, she's just such a girl. Okay, I did make some notes, so let me just turn them over. Oops, hang on. We got a visitor. I just heard a visitor come up the stairs. This could ruin everything tonight. I can assure you. So when everything goes crash, bang, wallop, I'll tell you why. This could be why, yeah, as you don't like the camera. It's not even my cat. it's just burgled me, yeah. So just warning you. Okay, is it the cat? Yes, it is the cat, Harry. Her name's Poppy, and she doesn't like people very much, but she likes me for whatever reason. Okay, coaching. Benefits. Enhanced personal performance. Gives you a better work-life balance. Higher motivation. It improves self-reflection. It helps you look at yourself and, you know, what went well, what didn't go so well, what we can improve, which helps us make better decisions. But the thing about coaching, and this is really interesting for ADIs at the moment, and maybe they should go seek some coaching. Evening, Nigel. Because it helps improve and manage change. Coaching is really a solution-focused tool that gives answers. So, the principles. The thing about it is there has to be a willingness. There has to be a willingness to coach. Without that willingness, you know, to be coached or to coach, it doesn't happen. And what coaching does is it gives self-responsibility and breeds respect as well. Helps you accept others. Evening, Nazia. Nice of you to call me sir. You've got to have integrity, confidentiality and transparency. When you're coaching people, you have to be honest with them. Yo, Kevin Graham. You've got to be neutral, non-judgmental. You've got to be flexible. But the underpinning thing about coaching and between the coach and the coachee is the relationship. And the relationship, if you're the coach, the relationship is all about the coach's needs. What's best for them? And that's what you're looking at. Hiya, Martin. How you doing, mate? So, I'm going to give you 4 coaching skills, maybe to think about. I might even read a chapter from a book, actually, because it's an interesting conversation about listening that I've used many times. Good evening, Hugh. Thank you for your reports, mate. We won't go into them here. Yeah, the difference between green and blue can be quite difficult for some. but then you are, no, I was going to say you are Welsh. Oh, Curtis Hooper is in the house. Wow. I am honoured. My son's turned up. So coaching, it's about listening. So I might do a little story from a book I've read many times on listening. You need to clarify what you listen to. Make sure it makes sense to both you and the other people. Evening, Liz. Now, Harry, questioning's in there, okay, because that's a major coaching skill, and feedback. So, Hugh, I am colourblind. Yeah, don't I know it? So, I'm going to read. I've done this before. I want to read you something about listening because I use this quite often. I don't usually read it direct, but I'm a little bit tired tonight, so just bear with me. This is about 5 different levels of listening. This might help you understand listening. Level 1, you know, when you're having a conversation, you're planning what to say instead of listening to what the speaker is saying. This is often the most irritating level of listening because the speaker can tell that the listener isn't listening. So it could go like this. Speaker, I think we should arrange a staff meeting about that. And the listener goes, yes, but the answer is to hire some consultants. So they haven't listened at all. They've just gone straight onto their agenda. Bit like you can do if you're being instructor-led. Level 2 of listening, giving a reply that is about the listener and not the speaker. This is probably how the majority of conventional conversations are conducted. And if you're down the pub Friday night, it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, I hate too much questioning. Does not work for me, especially on the move. Well, coaching's not supposed to be done on the move, Harry, so I'm pleased about that. Level 2, speaker. I don't know what to do about getting a promotion. And the listener goes, well, I've put in an application to move up a grade. Well, it's all about me then. Level 3. Some of you might be aware of this. And ask yourself what level you're at. Level 3, giving advice. This is still more about the listener than the speaker, and can sometimes be close to level 1 in the irritation stakes, because, you know, sometimes you just want people to listen to you. You don't want to hear what advice they want to give. So if the speaker is looking for a sympathetic ear rather than direction, it can really cheese people off. So here we go, speaker. I don't know what to do about getting a promotion. Listener, if I were you, I would, and note the body language. Level 4, listening and inviting more. People often work things out while they are talking, and a prompt from the coach may help the flow. Myself, sometimes I've just got to rattle away because it helps my processing. I don't really actually think or believe anything I'm saying at that moment in time while I'm processing. I'm trying to find the answers, so I don't want to hear anybody else, but I do like to have some of it fed back to me. So, speaker, I don't know what to do about getting promotion. And the listener goes, okay, so what are you not sure about? Level 5 of listening. Listening behind and between the words. Listening to the silences. Using one's intuition. A great coaching quality. So here we go, a little conversation. Speaker, I don't know what to do about getting promotion. Listener, well, what are you not sure about? Speaker, well, I have to arrange a meeting with the boss. I never seem to find the time to do it. Listener, what's getting in the way? Speaker, oh, I don't know, I'm busy, she's busy, I don't seem to be able to stop long enough to work out how to do it. Listener, is there anything else that's stopping you? Speaker, actually, I keep putting it off because I hate asking. Listener, and what do you hate about asking? Speaker, I'm afraid she will say no. And there you get to the crux of the matter if you're having a coaching conversation and you're listening. So, that's me little bit about coaching. Someone asked me to do this tonight and give some benefits about coaching and some insight about coaching, and I've given a rough overview. And now they buggered off to watch Sheffield Wednesday play at Hillsborough, and are not listening to me at all. I'm going to do it all on catch-up. I don't know what's going on. So you got that at the request of somebody else. Okay. Okay. Yeah, what is not said is as important as what is said. Absolutely. So if anyone's got any questions, this might fall flat on its arse. Am I allowed to say arse? Might fall flat on its face. So, got any questions that you'd like to ask about coaching, or did you enjoy the session tonight? I'm going to have a cup of tea. Okay, so I've got smiley faces. Thank you. And some... Oh. Right then, while you're thinking, what am I up to the rest of the week? Oh yeah, part 3 rescue training tomorrow. So really looking forward to that. Always enjoy that. Always get a buzz out of that. Friday, a meeting with the accountant. Yeah, that should be good. Martin Lever loved it. Carol Morland, handsome. Harry, yes, very informative. So that's it then. You had your opportunity to ask some questions. Maybe you should store them up and ask me next week. Hope you all got something out of it. You know, the thing, I'm going to actually plug the BTEC Level 4, I think, now in coaching, because, and I'll tell you why I'm going to do it, because the course is absolutely brilliant. It's made so many great coaches in this industry. It's unbelievable. It's the only course of its kind available to ADIs. It is a qualification, and so many people on here listening to me tonight have done this course and gained so much benefit out of it. They've gone out on to become tri-coaching instructor trainers, working with Driver Metrics and Dr. Lisa Dawn at Cranfield University, delivering ADI, continued professional development. It's opened doors and got them jobs in areas where they were unlikely to get them before. So I think if you've just got a little bit of interest in coaching, for what? The price of £25 a week. James is in. Best thing I've ever done, Graham. Kevin Graham. No questions, Graham, but good to hear the different levels and gauge where I'm at. So, 25 quid a week. Can you afford 25 quid a week? If I divide that by 7, what's that? About 3.5 quid. Can you afford 3.5 quid a day? If the answer is yes, come and do one of the best courses there is for driving instructors. And I tell you what, this is what's so good about this, is if you come along and you don't like it, day one I just give you your money back. No questions, because if our courses don't do what they say on the tin, Kevin Graham's in bargain, thank you Kevin. If our courses don't do what they say on the tin, we don't argue, we just give you your money back. It doesn't happen. Martin Lever, that's all it costs you, mate. Coffee, a price of a cup of coffee. Keith Woodward, yeah. A really good coach. That's how I persuaded him to come and do the BTEC 4, because he had a cup of coffee every day. And I said, don't buy a thermos flask, mate. And he was able to fund his BTEC Level 4 on that. Danny Gibson's in, brilliant course. I'm only on Module 2 as well. So there's a few plugs coming in for it. So if you're out there interested, I don't often plug the course, but as it was about coaching tonight, I can, you know, I believe in it. And the thing is, it's a journey. It's not an instant fix. And that's what takes the time. You know, at the end of it, you've spent a year learning to coach. Well, you've got another year of putting it into practice. And what it does is it just opens so many doors for you, your clients, opportunities for your business to grow. People seem to get great return on investments. And the other thing I suppose I could say is that I'm jealous. They're earning more money than me, the people who come on the courses after they've finished. I've got guys out there earning £35 and £40 an hour. One of the trainers I know earned £73,000 last year. I don't know how he did that. Wow. Yeah. So, anyway, look. To the girls. To the boys. You know I love you. Well, apart from Gene Cole at the moment. He's not a love of my life. But I'll forgive him, because he's my soulmate. And to the girls, hey, you know I love you more. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.